Just a reminder, I feel like I should say this at the beginning of this video. I mean, a lot of this stuff I'm about to do and have been doing on this car isn't the way that professionals would recommend doing this, and really, it's not even the way that I would recommend doing this. Especially if you're expecting your car to come out really nice. This is just the way I'm doing this one because it doesn't have to be a nice car. By the way, U-Pole 4-to-1 mixed primer, urethane primer. That's what I'm using. I've started putting the drip rail back on this side. I went up and looked at all the cars, and the red one had the best one. I'm still going to have to get creative back here, but I cut another one off just to get some straight. So, since it's only a drip rail, I tacked it fairly good down through there, and some on the bottom, and I've already went back and seam sealed back to about there. That means I'm going to have to grind this and skim the entire area and sand it. I would have preferred not to have to do that, but previous owner didn't want a drip rail. He wanted them shaved, same as he did the door handles, so it means I get to put them back. I needed to do that before I put that A-pillar on. So, it's looking about the same. You can't really see both sides at the same time. So, and it'll look even better once I put the chrome back on it. I welded it the rest of the way on. I've got this piece put on it. Did a little bit of a curve down here. As good as I can get it, it matches the other side. May have to glue the trim on for all I know. But it's on. I've started putting filler on it. That's the first coat. And I want to sand that with the DA. And that should have this side of the roof back straight, and then I can primer it and put these covers back on this side too. I've done the other side. So we're coming along. Just I hope you enjoy this video. I'll try to show you something actually showing you before this is done. I had pictures of that dash, and I had videos of that dash before I painted it. And occasionally I lose video or I lose pictures, and this is what happened. That dash is not the original shell to my car. Now, the reason it isn't, I would have had to have what I have sandblasted in order to use it, because it was out in that car 40 years in the weather, and it had rusted the shit out of it. It was fixable, but I'd have had to make patches, and I'd have had to do body work on a dash, and it wasn't worth it to me when I had one. This dash was also an original 67 Marina Blue dash, but the guy I got the car from had already painted it, had already primered it, so I had to paint it. See the glove box. I left the glove box alone on the back side because I didn't see a reason. I didn't see a reason to paint it. This dash has a little dents in it here and there. It's got rust here and there. The ashtray's got a bubble on it. It's not perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's going to be as good as the car. That's got a little bit of flattener in it. It would have been shinier than that. It's got just a little flattener in it to try to help the paint get closer to matching the original paint. The original paint had a little bit of shine in it, but it didn't have a lot. So I put flattener in the paint, a little bit of flat clear in the paint to bring down the shine a little bit, and I think it looks close enough that once the car is together, it'll look okay. I'm not sure whether or not I'm going to leave the 66 dash pieces in. Well, I have to wait for that to dry, but I ground the weld down. This side came out pretty good. That side didn't exactly line up right, so unless I wanted to do a lot of body filler on the A-pillar, which I don't want to do, that means that you'll be able to see it a little bit on the inside when the car's together and painted, but I'll leave it that way. This is ZRC galvanizing compound. It's really good shit. It's high amounts of zinc in it. It brushes on. I painted down in the drip rail and the outside of the drip rail. After that cures up good, I'll scuff that a little bit and run a sander back over it. And that's as good as it gets as far as rust prevention goes. I still have to sand that body filler. But there's what that looks like. Works really good to stop rust, and it works really, really good to keep something from rusting. I've been using that stuff off and on for years, and anywhere I put that on, it don't rust anymore. So, I'm going to go up there and get the inner cover and paint on it if I need to. I can't remember if it was rusty inside or not. Alright, so there was just a very little bit on the top lip and the bottom. I went ahead and brushed it. Tomorrow I'll be able to put that on, and I'll try to show you that